Alright, we're gonna start today's stream off with some Pokedoku because it's been a while. I haven't done a Pokedoku in a few streams. So we can start with Johto Final Evolution. That sounds easy. What about Typhlosion? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. They've updated this. Johto ground type. Pass. Let's make this easy and go. Chikorita is a first evolution Johto. Okay. God, a Johto ground type. I know one. Is Maron? Yeah, I think Maron. I think he's a ground type. Oh, I know, actually, Doniphan is a ground type. Yes. Final evolution poison type. Good question, good question. Frick, I hate these so much. This is easy. We go with Meganium. Meganium, I'm sure. And the first grass type in an evolution line. Sprigatito. Okay. Final evolution poison type. Is Roserade poison? Roserade. Okay. We're good. Roselia is a grass type though, so we can't put her there. But a first evolution poison type would be like Venipede or Venonat. Venonat would probably be a safe guess. A poison ground type, is that? No, Drapion's poison dark, right? This would just be Nidoqueen. And then a grass ground type. I can't fuck this up now. I have one guess and one square left. I've never done this on stream before. A grass and ground type. Grass and ground. I can think of lots of grass types, but I can't think of a grass and ground type. Oh, yes I can. Torterra. Easy dubs. Easy dubs. Okay, that's fair. Whooper, yeah, that's a good choice. Dunspars, that's a Gen 2 fur. I guess now it's a first in evolution line. Victory Bell is a poison final evolution. Paldean Whooper, this girl loves her Whooper. Poison Ground. It's not Power World, it's Pokidoku, but actually I'm diving into this world, Monkey. You've encouraged me. So I'm gonna try some Unreal Engine 5 tutorials today. I have to give up on Power World a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. But I like to start my streams off with a Pokidoku, you know? I had a really crappy day, and it's going to make an awesome short because everybody's gonna love laughing at my pain. But my day started off, you know, it's payday, and as you do on payday, you move your funds around to where they need to be. You do your quick budget, you know, $500 there, $100 here. I need to save this for a car payment, you know. And so I went to go put $500 on my credit card. And I paid the wrong credit card. I put it on a credit card that no longer is open. So now I have $500 just sitting in the void for the next 48 hours. It's pretty cool. And then I ordered groceries. That was the next thing I did right after, you know, moving money around. I bought my groceries online. We were going to pick them up. You know, it was supposed to be easy. Well, the Walmart app decided that, you know, the closest Walmarts to me weren't acceptable enough for my shopping experience. So it sent me and my order to a Walmart that is 4 hours away from me, roughly 4 hours away from me. I didn't realize this until 15 minutes before we were supposed to pick up the order. Yeah, so I've had a rough day. I'm hoping tomorrow I wake up a millionaire, make it all better. Anyways, I guess I should choose. I should go ahead and figure out what blueprint tutorial thing I'm gonna be doing. You're supposed to be teaching me. Oh, they even teach you how to do films and TV. That's pretty cool. Crop out sample, top-down casual RTS game. Real-time strategy. That's what it means. sample that demonstrates all the best practices for building a project designed for cross-platform release. Cropout is made entirely in Blueprint, Unreal Engine's intuitive node-based visual scripting system. The game also demonstrates several new UE5 features, including common UI, enhanced input in geometry script. I feel like that's perfect for what we're looking for, right? Yeah, I feel like that's awesome. Let me just sign in so I don't get fucking schemazed. I mean, if it's a free project, I'll take it. Let's figure out how to make this damn thing, shall we? Open in launcher. Open Epic Games launcher. Maybe I close this down. Yeah. I'm gonna try a couple and see how it goes. The platformer one's interesting because that's something totally new to Unreal Engine, from what I understand. Because they've never made like 2D-ish games. Like they've always been a 3D system. So I am interested in the platformer one. But yeah, I'll have to keep an eye out for Udemy and stuff. Oh. That's interesting. I know there is a way to do 2D stuff in Unreal Engine, but I did see there was a platformer thing. I just thought it was more 2D-esque. Like no camera control is more what I mean. Like sure, it can be 3D. Mario's 3D. Like Super Mario Wonder's 3D, but what is going on here? Right now, you've convinced me to try the blueprints, so I'm going to try blueprints, see if it's any easier, and who knows, maybe I'll come to you with a game idea and I'll be like, hey, let's do this. And then we just need to, you know, get Bunny to quit her job and go full time, unpaid. Oh yeah, I was gonna change that. 1 second. Let's change that live on stream. No, there was somewhere where I could see it. Timed actions. There we go. Bixby. What is 1 hour in seconds? Easy. That's fixed. I don't want that going off every 15 minutes anymore. I did at first, and now I'm okay. Okay, is there a place to do this tutorial? Like, is there a page for it? Oh, yes, there it is. Oh, you probably can't hear this because I don't have the browser up. Oh, I do. What a dope intro. To be honest, this is probably more something that I would be interested in making anyways. Yeah, I know. That's how you convinced me. You told me that, I think, on the weekend. Or you talked highly of them. And you said you can pretty much do everything that you want to do with code through Blueprints. So you've convinced me to try it. I'm going to give it a gander. Yeah, I want the guided tour, but I would like, you know, maybe not a YouTube video.
Hey everyone.
Oh god, this takes a long time to load. I thought it'd be done by now. Is there anywhere where I can find like a text walkthrough of this? Otherwise, I guess I'll just turn the browser down a little bit. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cool. Where is that? I think you missed the part, Monkey, where I just said I have like $600 in the void that I do not have access to because I just had a shitty fucking day. A bad stroke of luck. I appreciate you sending that to me, though. Actually, Monkey, it's $30 for me. Gosh. Some people, I tell you. Yeah. Oof. I have like no money now because all my money has been planned around using my credit card as my funds, my free spending funds. And so now I have none. Because all of the money I do have goes to bills. It's really fun. It's really fun. They should really add chapters to these. That's just the YouTube in me. That didn't pop out. Let's go to YouTube where it will pop out. Okay, and then we can drop this down. Let's make this bigger. Okay. 1 second, I need to grab some water. And then I'll be right back. Oh yeah. I'm already confused. Is this outliner? No, his is up there. How did he get this little menu down here? Content drawer? Oh, there's a content drawer. I see. It all makes sense. Oh, it all makes sense. Meshes, textures. He's kind of cute. He's got a big nose, but he's kind of cute, right? Okay, I'm understanding. I'm understanding everything. I am caught up. Right. Of course. Sure. Mm-hmm. Wait, how did you just title our contents? I see. He pretty much just was like, hey, let's hide you. However he hid you. I don't know how he hid you, but he hid you. Inside our plugins folder. Let's see here. Which is where? Blueprint, audio. One second. Am I missing something? I'm not sure if I'm missing something. Characters? No. Blueprint? Core? No. Audio? Probably not. Yo, if this is outdated, I'm so upset. Where's my plugins folder? Yeah, what the heck? I don't have that. Oh, I see it. This is exactly what he just opened. BP Island Gen bracket self. Oh boy. This is where I get overwhelmed. Hey Otter, how are you? This dude's going way too fast. Mesh solidify. Oh, I see. A bunch of cylinders together that this will form the basic island shape. Okay. I still don't really know what I'm looking at, but okay. And then add a box to the base to join the cylinders together. That makes sense. How are you today, Otter? And then this solidifies the mesh, smooth, tessellate, and calc normals. Mm-hmm. Set island color. Okay, so he's explained what all these do, but he hasn't really explained. Okay, a for loop executes loop body for each index. Okay. A sequence. He's cooking. He's cooking. I might have to do this actually. Hold on. In the game mode. Yo, this is a really bad tutorial. Can we just talk about that real quick? I mean, I'm going to play. Okay, cool. It's a garbage game. That was super... Oh. Not helpful. All right, so let's try this again. Since you're super not helpful. Learn. Getting started. Okay. I think I'd rather read, to be honest. And I never thought I'd say that, but I'm saying it. Your first hour in Unreal Engine 5.2. Is that true? Am I in Unreal Engine 5.2? I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to assume I am. Learn how to add assets, create lighting, make blueprints, and even share your project. 51 minutes. Okay. Well, you'll learn how to create new projects using project templates, add customer pre-made assets to existing projects, which can be accessed in the content browser, add actors to levels and modify their properties with the details panel, add and control environmental lighting and effects in a scene with lighting actors. Use blueprint actors with the blueprint editor. Okay, sounds good. Maybe, yeah, let's... Epic Games content. Electric Dreams, Environmental Human. Yeah, maybe we should open in launcher. Oh, I'm in 5.3. I mean, how much of a difference is it really? There we go. Open. Sure, that's fine. No backups from me. Oh. Okay, anyways, let's go back to this. This better actually teach me something. That's all I'm saying. I better learn something here. Introduction to your first hour. Of course it's not. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's helpful. That's what I'm looking for. Dock and layout. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Mm-hmm. I'm mostly curious about blueprints. Give me the damn documentation! Landscape for beginners. That would be good to look at. Unreal Engine 5 blueprint documentation. Getting started. Alright, I think this is easier. Much easier. Epic Games Launcher. The one thing I wish I could do, and maybe I just have to go into the file and delete the project's files. But yeah. There is no side scroller option. Of the Unreal Project browser, create a new project from the games category that uses the following settings. I don't see side scroller anywhere. Am I missing something? There's no side scroller. So already this sucks. Okay, I feel like that's something that is for later. Basic scripting with blueprints of the variables and execution flow of the blueprints visual system. Sure, let's take a look at that. Poor favor. Provide a visual approach to a scripting language. As such, the system shares many of the nuances of a standard written scripting language, such as data typed variables, arrays, structures, structs, etc. Execution flow also works as it does in a typical scripting language, although blueprints require explicit linear execution for each node. Each of the pages below go into more detail about different variable types, working with those variables and execution of nodes within the graphs. in a variety of different types, including data types such as Boolean, integer, and float. They are color-coded for easy identification within your blueprint. Blueprint variables can also be referenced types for holding things like objects, actors, and classes. Sure, you could give me like an example here? Okay. Okay. This is intermediate though. Already I'm probably going way too far. Variables are properties that hold a value or reference an object or actor in the world. These properties can be accessible internally to the blueprint containing them, or they may be made accessible externally so that their values can be modified by designers working with instances of the blueprint placed in a level. Variables are displayed as rounded boxes that contain in the name of the variable. Okay, so variables are round. That's good to know. Variable types. This is also good to know. Booleans, I know what a Boolean is. Byte is Sherpa Blue. A whole number value between 0 and 255. Gotcha. An integer is sea green. Whole number value between negative pretty much 2 billion and positive 2 billion. Integer 64 is a moss green. It's a whole number value between a lot and a lot. If you ever need to use integer 64, I'm highly concerned how you went through almost, what's that, 4 billion numbers? It's a lot of numbers. Float is a number value with a decimal such as 0.0553. Okay, so your floats are kind of like value points on a map, I guess. And those are yellow green. That's not really yellow, but that's okay. A name is Mojave. Ooh, Mojave. Piece of text used to identify something in the game. I mean, that sounds easy. String is magenta. This is just a group of alphanumeric characters such as hello world string. Text is pink. Text that you display to users use this type of for text that you want to localize. I kind of understand that a little bit. A vector is gold and a set of 3 numbers X, Y, and Z. This type is useful for 3D coordinates and RGB color data. Look at this little dude. Look at this little dude. Merlin.
Do you want me to bring him to the camera?
No. Vectors are gold, right? Rotator, cornflower, blue. Group of numbers that define rotation in 3D space. That kind of hurts my head, but I think it makes sense. Transform is orange, and that is a set of data that combines translation, 3D position, rotation, and scale. Okay. And then an object variable is a blueprint object such as lights, actors, static meshes, cameras, and sound cues. Okay, so everything comes from a variable then? Almost? I think is what I'm understanding. Create a blueprint and open it up to the graph tab. Create a new variable from the Blueprint window by clicking on the Add button on the variable list header. Variables. A new variable will be created, prompting you to enter a name for it. Okay. For your variable, then proceed to the details panel to adjust the properties of the variable. In the details panel, there are several settings that can be used to define how your variable is used or accessed. Okay. That doesn't seem difficult. Set the variable type via the drop-down menu and determine if the variable is an array or not. Instance editable. Whether the variable is publicly editable on instances of the blueprint. Blueprint read only. Whether this variable can be set by blueprint nodes or if it is read only. Okay. Extra information about this variable is shown when the cursor is over the variable. Show 3D widget. When true, allows the user to tweak the vector variable by using a 3D transform widget in the viewport. This option applies to the vector and transform types, and it is enabled only when instance editable is selected. Expose on spawn. Should the variable be exposed as a pin when spawning the blueprint? Okay. Should the variable be private, derived blueprints cannot modify it. I feel like you almost never want that, right? Why would you want a variable not to be interactable with another variable? Or like other blueprints, you know? I guess if it's like back-end stuff, maybe. Like maybe client-side stuff that you don't necessarily need to be changed frequently. I guess that makes sense. Exposed to cinematic. Should the variable be exposed to for sequencer to modify it? What's a sequencer? Oh, right. A sequencer was one of those things that like divided it into three. Yeah. Config variable allows the variable to be set from a config file. Category allows you to categorize the variable by a label. Given variables will be sorted by their label. Replication, should this variable be replicated over the network or not? Serialization options that can be defined by expanding the details panel as well. Here you can set whether or not the variable is serialized and is zero filled at load with the transient option. You can also set whether or not the variable is serialized for saved games with the save game option. Gotcha. To allow a variable to be modified from outside its blueprint, make it public. After you've made the variable public, you can modify its value from the details panel on the main editor window. Above, the variable light color has been set to editable, and we can now set this value in the details panel of the level editor. You can also add a tooltip for your variables that will appear when mousing over the variable in the editor. Okay, I think some of this is being ran over. Gotcha. So you gotta make variables before you make blueprints. Above, we have a variable called light color, which is a linear color property that is set to expose on spawn. This variable is implemented in a blueprint for a point light that uses the set light color node and the light color variable to determine the color the light should be. Below, inside a different blueprint, a script is used to spawn the point light blueprints, and since the light color variable was set to expose on spawn, the option to set the value is made available on the spawn actor from class node, allowing us to set its color when the light spawns in the game world. So this is the light color, that's the variable, and it goes into this, which is a spawn actor point light blueprint. Okay. And then there is a get actor transform, and the return value is spawn transform. What is, oh, if pressed, I see. So as soon as it spawns, this is going to populate this light. Private variables. We spawn the blueprint that contains the variable, then off the return value we can access our variable. So in this instance, we're spawning the actor point light again, and instead of putting anything into it, we're returning the value into set it to private, however, and spawn the blueprint again and try to access that variable. We cannot. I see the difference. Okay. Actions taking a point light blueprint reference. You can also create variables by using promote to variable. Right-click any input or output data pins on a blueprint node and select promote to variable. Do 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 do. Alright, maybe I'm a little too far into this now. Okay, yeah, that's too far into it. In Blueprints, the first node to execute is an event, and then execution flows through the white execution wire from left to right. You can visualize the execution flow while your game is running in the editor, which can help with debugging. Data also flows through wire colored to match the variable types. Input pins are evaluated when the node executes, tracing the data wires back from right to left until the final result is calculated and supplied to the node. Nodes with execution pins in pure nodes store the values of their output pins when they execute, while nodes without execution pins, pure nodes, re-evaluate their outputs every time a node connected to their outputs executes. Okay, this is beginner. We can start here. Pin to pin connection. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. You left click, you connect them. Will appear when hovering over a compatible pin. Oh, that's good to know. When attempting to connect two non-compatible pins, an icon will appear Okay. Typically, pins are color-coded to reflect the type of connection they take in. There are instances where you can connect two different pin types together, in which case a conversion node is created. Above, we have taken an integer output and connected it to a string input. You can see it will convert via the tooltip. After connecting, a new conversion node is added between the two pins. Okay. So an integer variable, connected it to a string input. You can see it will convert via the tooltip. Oh! After connecting, a new conversion node is added between the two pins. Wait, sorry, so these are two variables? No. Oh, it's because it's an integer going into a string. I see. That makes sense. So they are, in theory, two variables. Gotcha. And then it creates a conversion node. Which is this. If you drag off a pin into an empty space in the graph, you can place a new node. When releasing the left mouse button, the context menu will appear. See placing nodes for more information. After selecting a node to place, the nodes will automatically become connected. You can take an existing connection and connect it to another compatible pin. I see. So let me just go into here, I guess. Just like a simple project. Nothing going on. Just something nice and simple. A little crater. I don't even know if I made this or not. But it's here. I can't move. I don't have a character, so that's really cool. Damn, this is a huge map. Anyways. So let's go and I guess just oh no. What do I do? Test blueprint. I think I need to start actually playing with blueprints, I think, is what I need to do. Okay, there we go. So. So, 1 second. There should be event play. I don't know. Something, right? Event begin play. Okay. Event begin play. Event. Oh my god, I can't type. See, this is where I get confused, okay? What is this? There are some node-to-node connections that are available when working with variables, which can save you a bit of time. Say, for example, you have to set variable node in which you are setting the value of the variable to something, which is connected in your script somewhere, and you want to swap it out for another variable without rewiring your script. You can drag another variable on top of the variable you wish to change, and it will automatically swap it out and keep everything connected. Above we have an event begin play, which then sets the Boolean variable. What is this event begin play? Is this just a Boolean? I assume it's just a Boolean. Right, but like, where is it? I don't see it in my... Oh wait, is it this thing? There we go. will not be called. Drag off pins to build functionality. I'm understanding now. Okay, so then we add a variable. Now let's just call this variable value. I am very new. Very, very new. Set value. Make the value 1, and then you connect this. There we go. Now I have no idea what this is actually doing. I mean, obviously it's setting the value to 1. That makes sense. So it does practically nothing. See, all the tutorials I've seen from Unreal Engine, they're not tutorial-like. I don't know. They weren't teaching me. I didn't feel like they were trying to teach me. They were just breaking down what everything was without breaking down what the blueprints meant. And so I'm trying to kind of learn the blueprints so that I can go into a tutorial video and be like, oh yeah, I know how to do that. Or yeah, that makes sense. But I'm just trying to learn blueprints overall so that I'm not going into this absolutely blind, you know? But then again, maybe that's what you want to do. I just don't see documentation. Like, this is their documentation. I just don't see... No, I have no coding experience. My buddy was like, you should go back and try Blueprints because Blueprints is so much easier and you can almost do the exact same stuff you did with coding with Blueprints. So I've tried it in the past and I just can't learn it. I can get the basics down, like print hello world in Python. Easy. I can do simple math equations. Doesn't help me because it's not a calculator. I still have to input my numbers every time in my code. But I'm pretty much at ground zero. And maybe I just need to learn like the layout, I guess. See, this all intimidates me. Apply damage. Oh, this makes so much sense. So they literally just have nodes for things, it looks like. Is this AI? But see, okay, so this is something I don't understand. Target is AI perception system. Get sense class for stimulus. Is that just like... So is this for like when you have an enemy, is it what it can see around you? Maybe I should open this. Gotcha. That makes sense. Like some of it's self-explanatory. Set lifespan. Set the lifespan of this actor. When it expires, the object will be destroyed. Oh, so this would be good for like item drops. Okay. Some of this makes sense to me. But again, some of it kind of also doesn't. So right. Okay, now that I'm starting to see a little more, I think we should open a different project. Okay. Let's open a new project for first person. Let's don't save that. So maybe this will help me understand a little bit. All right. So let's find something to look at here. Yeah, let's look at okay. Yes. This is the only item that can be picked up, which is why this actor is a singleton. This was designed to be a scalable framework for a full game using inheritance actors that contain core logic and are inherited from, or composition components that contain logic that can be shared across actors is preferred. So inheritance actors allow you to inherit things. So does that mean you can pick up those actors? Okay, anyways, I think their text is going to confuse me, so I'm just going to ignore it for now. Sphere collision is set to only overlap the pawn object type. I appreciate, you know, the advice and stuff, Killboy. Thank you. Okay, so this is essentially when the component starts to overlap, it moves into this. And this other actor becomes an object. Okay. A cast is a hard reference that loads the referenced actor into memory. When the actor that contains the cast is loaded, in this case, it's the best solution as we need a direct reference to the pawn. Refer to the actor communication documentation. Okay. So if the cast fails, it prints a string that says cast to BP first person character failed. But that prints only to development only. So I'm assuming console. Oh, it will be treated as a disabled in shipping or test builds cooked from a command let. Okay. And then as BP first person character, it does this, looks like it's setting. Okay. Does this character have a weapon? And if they do, input object. If an object is valid, is not valid. Add the custom skeletal mesh weapon component to our player character. It contains all the logic and input for the weapon. And then this splits off here. Right. Yeah, I might have to do that because I'm not fully understanding this. Well, so here's the thing. Yeah. I guess spawning in the player. Spawning a player in Unreal Engine 5 Blueprints. I'm assuming this would be super easy, and in which case... Here's another question I have. How do I want to delete my previous projects. Do I have to go into the folder to do that? Gotcha. Kind of annoying. Let's figure out where I have it. Okay, let's copy and paste this up here. Okay, so let's go and delete those. Refresh. Okay. Oh. Well, oh, I totally could have. Yeah. So then maybe it's smarter to start with nothing and figure out what I need to do step by step. Like, for example, spawn in... I guess the first thing would be loading the world. And then the next thing would be like spawning the player. So if I were going to make any sort of game, I know, you know, I'm dreaming too big for my first thing. Either a roguelike, kind of like Binding of Isaac a little bit, or Enter the Gungeon. Or like a survival craft game. But I'm mostly just trying to learn, I guess. Yeah, like I have an idea for a game and I think it would be an amazing game, but I know realistically it's not possible for a one-man team. Right, right. Okay. So maybe the first thing I should really learn is creating, like, I don't know, an environment maybe? Because I know you can do it within Unreal Engine. Yeah, maybe I just need to... How to make... Unreal Engine 5. I'm just trying to think here. Probably not this. This probably isn't the right video. Yeah, that's what I was told to do as well. Apparently Udemy is really good for it. Yeah, I was just sent one for like 15 bucks, but I'm in a void right now with some money. Like it's just off in space. So I'm waiting for all that to clear up. I just had a stroke of bad, unfortunate events today that led to it. So I'll wait for that to clear up and then I'll take care of that. Okay. GameDev.tv. All right. Let me jot that down real quick. Okay. It's probably taking longer because of ray tracing, I assume. Okay. Oh, they have some for Godot too? Huh. Interesting. But I'd want the Unreal Engine 5 specific ones. Create your own third-person action-adventure game with blueprints and Unreal 5's new features. Huh. Yeah, I could use this one as well. Gameplay ability system top-down RPG. Gotcha. Oh yeah, it's not by him. Well, that kind of stinks. This one is a C++. This one's a good... Wait, now I'm not getting him at all. Oh, hello. Okay. Okay, I'll have to keep an eye out on them. Feel like this isn't what I'm really looking for. Yeah, maybe I need to do a little bit more research into this. Before I jump into it. Oh yeah? Are they any good? See, I just can't understand script at all. Yeah, that's fair. Right. Wait, that's exactly what I want to do. Learn how to create drag and drop inventory system. Okay. Complete crafting system. Sure. 9 unique weapons and tools. Okay. Building system 50 plus structures, destructible and interactable. Open world map, 3 different biomes, procedural foliage. Harvesting systems, trees, rocks, bushes, procedural and destructible. +50 unique widgets, menu, options, player, etc. Learn how to make tons of widgets. Player stats and leveling skill point system. This is exactly what I want. God damn it. Ryan Laley. Okay, give me one sec. The question is it worth the $60? Whaley. Lally? Ryan Lally? C++. Yeah, probably not. Gotcha. Well, I mean, so far I understand a stick attached to a camera, so I mean, I'm doing pretty good so far. Oh, use pawn control rotation. Oh. Oh. Okay, now you've lost me, Ryan. I'm so sorry you've lost me. Save and load system structures, tribe stats, etc. Advanced AI spawning. How does he sell this crap for $400? People really do this? I mean, I get it. When you go to school for computer science, it's way more than that, but still. That just seems absurd, in my opinion. Like, even $60 seems absurd. I feel like I've watched his stuff before, this Levi Niha guy. Makes sense. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, it's helping a little bit. Oh, that's it. It's over. I was just getting into that, to be honest. Oh, there's more to this. That makes sense. Who has 1 HP? Who has 1 stamina? I'm sure it's not actually 1, but... I see, he's making a function. Okay. Oh, he's making his own node. Can I just say this is like stressing my ODD, my OCD out. Like, look at all these crossed wires. It just stresses me out. Well, I find this one interesting because in a game I would want to create, I would want stats. This stresses me out. Oh, do they? I'm not paying for shit. Yeah, the lines, are kind of stressing me out. Like, I wish these would reorganize based off of, you know, so this white one would be the second one, this one would be the top one, this one would be the bottom, and this one would be the third one. I'm sure there's a plugin or something for it, but I don't like how they cross. They could look so much nicer. First person character. Right. I gotta turn this off. Okay. Oh. Do I look confused? I don't think I'm confused. I hope I don't look confused. Uh, I promise I'm not confused. Electronic nodes. Oh wait, yeah. Maybe? I see. They're just a little straighter. I see. Or maybe I don't. I don't know. Splines, 90-degree angles, and 45-degree angles. Oh, these are the different styles. Gotcha. What's up, Professor Wannabe? A darker mode. Right. Gotcha. I see. Just so you guys aren't confused. I shouldn't say this, but I am streaming on Kick and YouTube and Twitch. So if I say something and you don't see a chat, it's because it's in one of the other chats. And unfortunately, I can't put it on screen because I don't want to risk the ban. But right. Flat style node. Right. Pog, we have a circle. Reroute nodes in the default to make things neater. Right, gotcha. I guess it would just be something to suck up eventually, but like I like how these nodes look. You know, everything's, you know, this goes into the first one, this goes into the second one, this one goes into the first one, this one goes into the second one, and then he connects them again. And it just looks nice. And I guess there's always a way to maybe do that, but it'd be just like a lot of rearranging your nodes for something that only you're going to see and no one else is going to be able to ever see. So I guess in the end, it doesn't overly matter that much. I'm just trying to convince myself that it's not worth stressing about it. Like, as long as it's organized to a point where you can tell what each node does and what each group of nodes do, and you keep yourself somewhat organized within a blueprint, I feel like the crossing of the nodes shouldn't matter as much because no one's ever going to ever look at any of it. Well, that's not true. They might. I don't know how they would do it once you released a game, but you never know. So I guess it's possible that someone does end up seeing it. But But I think it's something I just need to not worry about as much, as long as it's organized and easy to navigate for me. Yeah, exactly. So as long as I can navigate it, I guess that's all that matters. It doesn't have to be clean connections. Rotate vector. Rotate vector. It was right there. Oh, never mind. Oh, shoot. Give me a sec. We're coming back. We're coming back. Just give it a sec. There we go. We're back. Yeah, I'm kind of doing it as a hobby. It's always been something I've been interested in trying, and I've tried many times and I've failed. And a buddy of mine just recently told me I should try looking into the blueprints. And I said, blueprints kind of scared me and overwhelmed me. And he said, no, trust me, you need to go back and do blueprints. So we're trying to learn blueprints, and I don't know, maybe I end up actually working on something here in the next couple of weeks. I'm not sure. Apparently, I have a lot of videos to watch to kind of understand, but and I might not even fully end up understanding everything. So we'll see. Could I, because he's done radius here, right? Like he's made spheres, vector spheres. Could I do like vector bars with the same process? I mean, he's making circular bars, But I'm just wondering if I could make like square or rectangular bars. I could, okay. Yeah, see, I've tried code many times. I've tried learning Python. I've tried learning, you know, C++, JavaScript, Java. I've tried learning how to code and I just can't. I don't understand it. No matter how hard I try. I can sit here for 12 hours trying to understand the documentation of code of any language, and I just can't. No, that's the funny part. I'm not well, see, I'm musically inclined. I guess that's artistic in a way, but I'm not like artsy. I can't draw or anything like that. But music, yeah, fuck yeah, I got music in the bag. I play saxophone, and I mean, I've ad-libbed music and stuff, but I've never tried making, that's a lie. I have made a song before. Yeah, I also thought about doing ChatGPT for this kind of stuff too, just to like do coding and stuff. I feel like it's just too time consuming. I mean, obviously it's not more time consuming than writing the code yourself. But my problem with ChatGPT is you have to be very specific about what you want. And then you can't, I don't know. I've looked into it and I've thought about making a Minecraft mod, which is very niche. I understand it's very niche to make a Minecraft mod. But I wanted to make a Minecraft mod almost solely with ChatGPT. The problem I encountered was I couldn't set up the environment by myself and my Java wouldn't load and whatever. So I need to look at a tutorial if I'm going to do that again and get my environment set up. But I have thought about ChatGPT or even like Google Bard or something. Oh, did you have 2 minutes of ads? Yeah, unfortunately, I wish I could turn them off. I really do. Unfortunately, I can't. Twitch just won't let me turn off ads, which sucks, but you know. What is... Oh, I see. Oh, it's like... I'm like, what the heck is that? It's cutting off my arm. What the heck? Oh, it's Prime Video. Yeah, I already knew about my ad-free experience being taken from me. And I definitely would like to learn code. Like, it's always something I've been interested in. I just, for the life of me, cannot learn code. Even if I got ChatGPT to tell me what the code does here. ChatGPT. I just, you know, need to log in real quick. Okay, here we go. Create code that makes a calculator application and explain to me what the code does. What the fuck? So now he wants to do it. I see. Do. Multiply and divide, each taking two parameters, operands, and performing the respective mathematical operation. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. The calculator function acts as the main function to interact with the user. It displays a menu. That makes sense. It's creating a function. So all the way up here, it creates, where does it do that? Creates a function. Call it the calculator. Makes sense. I understand 100%. All right, man. No worries. You have a good night, Killboy. I appreciate you dropping in and sharing your wisdom with me. I'm not going to be on for much longer anyways, but I still appreciate you coming in. And, you know, watching 2 minutes of ads. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the follow. I don't usually do this kind of content. I usually play video games. So, I mean, if I'm ever doing this again, I'd be happy to have you back in here. Which, honestly, I might plan on doing this until I can make something, but... Anyways, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time you hang out here. Thanks, man. A vector 2D. Thanks, Found 8 for the follow over on Kick too. I appreciate that. Sorry I didn't catch that. Unfortunately, I don't have any access to my Kick stats unless I have the page open, and I usually don't have the page open. So I am sorry for missing that. And as for YouTube, I'm sorry if I miss anything. There's not a whole lot going on over there. There's no easy way to get anything out of you guys, so I kind of get the Twitch alerts, and that's about all I respond to. I should have probably followed that. But anyways, I think that's it for me for tonight. I wasn't on for as long as I usually am. But I was on for a good majority. I mean, I'd be off in 15 minutes anyways, and I'm not really learning anything. I mean, I don't think I've actually made any progress towards learning, so I might have to take the time to watch some videos and then start making something. And then once I start understanding, I can come back and start creating more stuff on stream. So that might be what I end up doing here in the next few weeks. You might see me back doing this in a couple weeks. So, yeah, I think right now this is all I can do. I need to do a lot more research. I think I need to make my own ground rules or like a foundation for what I can work off of. I know there's templates in Unreal Engine 5 and assets and all that. And I might build off of one of their assets. But at this time, I think I just need to build a foundation to help me learn. And then once I do that, I can jump back into doing this live on stream once I kind of have a greater understanding. So think I'm just going to call stream there for the night. 15 minutes early, you know, not a big deal. And I'll be back again on Friday. Either with Fortnite or Pal World. I'm not sure. Or even Rainbow Six Siege, maybe. I'll be back with something, though, for sure. So hopefully, you guys have a good night. And hopefully I see you guys again. Hopefully I see you on Friday. I'd appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. But if you don't, it's totally okay. I understand. And yeah. Have a great night. Peace.